Namaste. Welcome to February.
Namaste, beloved ones. We are delighted that you are joining us again here during our monthly opportunity to connect with you and to connect with the divine. What a blessing indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
And as you may remember last month, we were quite excited talking about the beautiful intensity of manifest co-creation as we entered 2014, the year of your dreams bearing fruit.
Ooh, I love that.
Yes.
I love that. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry.
Today we want to ask you, how are you doing? Because January for us and those that we have direct memory of and direct connection of has been moving very quickly.
Yeah.
January has been a month of, it seems like a completions and the vision starting to build this energy, and we feel very optimistic about 2014.
As you should too. And you know, one of the things that we want you to take in a deep breath and a smile on is we're already in the, I'm going to use the word shadow, but I mean that in a very positive way. We're in the shadow of a Mercury retrograde that is going to be affecting us the entire month of February. And so February is very, very beautiful. We're actually going to go direct and retrograde on February 6th, and we do not come out until February 28th. It is literally the entire month. Now, the blessing of this, as you were just talking about, the January, is that along with the January manifest energy, February is the opportunity for restoration and respect.
Consider that for a moment. It's as if we're running a marathon and we've gone out of the gate, you know, the race has started, we were excited, the new year has begun, and now we've acquired a pace. And this pace, or we're about to acquire a pace perhaps, we reach a point where it's time to tune in, to reflect, and to offer respect to our bodies, to our life, to our situation, and basically review and say, are we in alignment? Are we really tuned in to that which is our highest good? And are we taking appropriate actions? This is a lot to do with the review of a retrograde.
Well, and the restoration, right? This is an opportunity. This month, you know, one of the things I enjoy about this month is it's very much about harnessing everything that was happening in January and restoring. So everything's going to come up. Positive, perceived as negative, and I'm really wanting to use the word perceived very carefully here because no matter what comes forward right now, it's coming up for resolution. It's coming up to restore your life. It is that time. So I think February is an extraordinary month, and it means that March will be amazing.
So consider for a moment respect, to look again, to review in a more deeply discerning fashion. That's the opportunity this retrograde gives us. It's not just about gumming up the wheels. You know, some of the retrogrades that we've experienced in our lives seem to like just you had to redo everything 2 or 3 times. Well, you may find that you have to redo something this coming February, but more importantly, it's your opportunity to look deeper, to truly pause for a moment, to move into that plateau of respiration, reflection, and respect. To look deeply with honor and respect. And if indeed, as you do this process, you find that you're lined up, or you make the course corrections necessary, March is going to be beautiful.
Think about that restoration energy, right? To restore your life, to resolve. Imagine if everything that was kind of hanging out there right now is resolved and restored, put on track by March. This is the grand opportunity of February, and of course I do enjoy that in the middle of February, February 14, and for those of you that are in Ascended Numerology, look up that date and we'll talk about that in our class. But when you look at February 14, 2014, what's so wonderful about this is it's 214 on 214. It's a double.
That's kind of fun,
isn't that totally fun? It's 214, 214. I love this year. And so I'm using this because this February 14th, rather than maybe the densified chocolates and candies, which are all fine, maybe
Do those on the 13th.
Yeah, there you go, perfect. Maybe it's about allowing yourself the gift of restoring the divine love that you are, of fully remembering yourself, of fully saying thank you, of the resurrection of your divine nature. 214-214. I love this Valentine's Day. It's just so much fun. And you know, if you did not have the opportunity to join us live for our Ascended Numerology class, which we're currently in the middle of, and just what a gift, what a gift.
It's quite dynamic.
It's amazing. It will be available for home study by March. So again, it's that moment of remembering. So a real fun month ahead if you allow it to be fun. Now, I do want to say, Shri, as a caveat, that I was having a conversation with someone recently who said, you know, Kira, this woman that I know who is a very awake woman, but she doesn't really live her practices, and she doesn't really follow a lot of her practices. Everything came up for her in January. She found out her husband is cheating on her. At the same time, the husband had a melanoma. Her mother died, but that's actually leaving her a significant amount of money. And we were having a wonderful conversation about, look at everything that came up for her for resolution in January, everything that was manifesting. And while some of it may be alarming or concerning, the other side of it is that right behind it is her manifest destiny. And she's actually breaking free. This woman is an author and just got an extraordinary contract with a major publisher. I mean, a lot's happening for her. And yet, at the same time, the husband that she's loved for years and that she's sitting by during this melanoma experience, she's seeing an attorney to say goodbye to. So there is this I guess I'm looking for
clarity,
a word.
you know, it's a realignment.
There it is, realignment. That's the word.
With your higher good.
Exactly. And it's a way to release the illusion. You know, so many people think, you know, we try and we say, oh, I really feel this could work out, or I really feel this is the better situation, if only. It's time to reveal to yourself the truth of you and to restore yourself. And sometimes in doing that, you have to release that which assisted you to see this.
So to review and to release.
Woo! Big one.
You know, that's an act of empowerment.
Indeed.
And I want to share a little personal note. Just a day ago, I was finding myself in the experience of frustration that certain things I had expected to happen didn't happen, you know, at my bank and with an employee and that kind of thing.
He even said to me, are we in retrograde yet?
and these things didn't happen, and they caught me by surprise. And my reaction was, well, that shouldn't be. You know, it was, no, I already set these things in motion, they should be done, but they weren't. And so that moment of frustration that I experienced was an opportunity or a signal to look deeper. Was I truly clear? Mm-hmm. Or what else do I need to know? Maybe I'm working with the wrong bank or institution. And
the resolution was in front of him, and sure enough, we've made that decision to leave that bank. It was perfect.
The inefficiency there causes disruptions. And so it became clear. So I just share that little personal note with you. If you find yourself frustrated or fearful or angry, those three tend to dance together sometimes. So those coarser emotions are a signal to breathe and to look deeper, to respect what's going on, to look again, and maybe a new choice is upon you.
Respect yourself. Review your life, and beloved ones, February is a time of restoration. It's a time to join in that 214, that double love energy of the divine, and to remember yourself. No matter what comes forward, globally, personally, it doesn't matter. No matter what comes forward in February, if you allow that wide-angle lens of resolution to come forward, you will see everything clearly, and March will be extraordinary. Really an amazing opportunity this month.
2014 is a wonderful year. Let's allow it to be abundant and magnificent for all of us.
Indeed. And beloved ones, we also want to invite you to consider joining us down here at the Self-Ascension Sanctuary. And as a matter of fact, if you haven't joined us during our new radio show yet, every Sunday at noon Pacific time. We actually broadcast live from the Self-Ascension Sanctuary here in beautiful, we're actually high above Antigua, Guatemala, and really a provocative new show, and it's called Shri and Kira Live, because we honestly are live, and invite you to join us. The show we're going to be putting on tomorrow is called Prophets, Pundits, and Prophecy. The Politics of Spirituality. A very powerful show, really, that says enough. You know, what is going on? Stop. And we're going to talk a lot. We're going to talk about conspiracies. We're going to talk about aliens. We're going to talk about all of the things that are being thrown at us and how that affects our journey. So tune in with us, and of course, give yourself the opportunity to check out our website, shriandkira.com, for joining us in person. We are so excited to be doing these small group intensives this year.
They're really powerful.
So amazing, and we want to say hi to all of you coming the end of February. That program is sold out, but we have opportunities, I think as early as July, we have some openings available. So you may want to consider joining us.